In a reimagined world where humans share the earth with giant gorillas, a fierce debate arises regarding who would emerge victorious in a potential war, as the sheer physical power and primal instincts of these colossal beings clash against human ingenuity and technological advancements. As strategies are devised and alliances formed, the contrast between the raw ferocity of the gorillas and the calculated tactics of the humans highlights the complexities of this imagined conflict, raising questions about strength, survival, and the true meaning of victory. In this scenario, both sides showcase their unique strengths, with the humans relying on strategic planning and technology, while the gorillas harness their instinctual power and group dynamics, making it a battle of brains versus brawn. As the conflict escalates, the battlefield becomes a testament to the unforeseen consequences of war, with each side suffering losses and learning valuable lessons about the balance of power, coexistence, and the shared fate of all Earth's inhabitants. In the aftermath of the war, a poignant realization dawns on both humans and gorillas about the futility of their conflict, leading to an extraordinary opportunity for reconciliation, mutual respect, and the hope of forging a new path forward together. As dialogue blooms between the two species, bonds form that transcend previous hostilities, emphasizing unity over division and paving the way for a harmonious existence where both humans and gorillas thrive together in a reimagined world. In this transformed reality, the lessons learned from conflict motivate both species to create a sustainable future, celebrating their differences while embracing their shared existence on Earth, ultimately redefining what it means to live in harmony. Through celebration and collaboration, both humans and gorillas cultivate a vibrant society that not only honors their past but also envisions a bright future, demonstrating the power of understanding and teamwork in overcoming adversity. In a reimagined world where mosquitoes suddenly increased to 100 times their size overnight, humanity would face an unprecedented challenge, as these colossal insects would not only outsize any known predator, but also drastically alter the ecosystem, forcing humans to devise innovative survival strategies, such as creating fortified shelters, developing advanced repellents, and engaging in organized efforts to combat these towering creatures. As the battle against these gigantic mosquitoes unfolds, communities would rally together to implement protective measures, using innovative technology and collaborative efforts to not only defend themselves but also to find a sustainable balance in harmony with nature, ensuring that survival doesn't come at the cost of ecological imbalance. In this newly adapted society, technological advancements would become essential, leading to the development of specialized gear for everyday life, including bug-repellent clothing and air filtration systems, enabling humans to reclaim outdoor spaces while remaining vigilant against the relentless swarm of monstrous mosquitoes. As people learn to navigate their transformed world, they would seek solace in community activities, creating safe spaces for socialization under protective measures, while also advocating for environmental awareness and sustainable practices to address the consequences of their new coexistence with these gigantic insects. In educational institutions, the curriculum would shift dramatically to include lessons on adaptive strategies and ecological balance, empowering the younger generation to appreciate the nuances of their environment, while preparing them to tackle future challenges posed by these formidable pests. With the ongoing threat of enormous mosquitoes, military and civilian efforts would unite to not only protect human life but also to explore sustainable agricultural practices that promote resilience against these pests, fostering a new era of coexistence driven by innovation and environmental stewardship. In a reimagined world, if worms suddenly grew to 1,000 times their size overnight, humans would face unprecedented challenges, as these massive creatures roamed cities, devouring everything in their path, forcing survivors to huddle in underground bunkers and devise ingenious strategies to outwit their slimy foes, while an all-out war between humankind and these gargantuan worms escalated, ultimately determining who would emerge victorious in this surreal battle for survival. As fear gripped the population, the government mobilized its forces to combat the worm threat, utilizing cutting-edge technology and forming alliances among survivors to create an organized resistance, leading to epic confrontations where human ingenuity and bravery would be tested against the overwhelming strength of these colossal creatures, shaping the fate of both species and deciding once and for all who would dominate this reimagined battlefield. As the battle raged on, scientists worked tirelessly to understand the biology of these oversized worms, searching for any vulnerabilities that could be exploited in their relentless pursuit to reclaim their cities and homes, realizing that knowledge would be as crucial as weaponry in this ongoing war, leading to groundbreaking discoveries that could shift the balance against the invaders and ignite hope amongst the beleaguered human resistance. Amidst the chaos of urban warfare, heroes emerged from the ranks of soldiers and civilians alike, uniting to fight back against the relentless onslaught of these monstrous worms, as every skirmish became a testament to human courage and resilience. While deep underground, communities formed new alliances, sharing resources and knowledge, fueling a collective spirit determined to survive and ultimately turn the tide in this unprecedented struggle for humanity's future. If you reimagine a world where humans share the earth with giant bats, one might ponder who would emerge victorious in a war between these colossal creatures of the night and our technologically advanced society, revealing the strengths and weaknesses of both sides in a struggle for dominance. In this imagined conflict, humans would rely on their strategic intelligence and advanced technology to devise plans to outsmart the agile and instinctively adaptive giant bats, forcing both sides to evolve their tactics in response to the other's strengths. As the battle escalates into a fierce confrontation, the question arises, could the sheer numbers and natural instincts of the giant bats overpower the calculated strategies and technological advantages of humans in this epic struggle for survival? In this tense moment, the fate of both species hangs in the balance, as the humans must leverage their teamwork and innovative technology to counter the overwhelming force of nature represented by the giant bats, whose instinctual tactics could easily turn the tide of war. As the conflict reaches its climax, both humans and giant bats experience the harsh realities of war, revealing that despite their technological advancements, the unpredictable nature of the bats could lead to unforeseen challenges, forcing each side to adapt rapidly in order to survive the brutal struggle. In the aftermath of this relentless war, both humans and giant bats are left to reflect on the cost of their struggle, leading to the poignant realization that survival may depend not solely on victory, but on finding a way to coexist and learn from each other's strengths and weaknesses. As both sides emerge from the ashes of war, the journey towards understanding and reconciliation begins, making it clear that the true victory lies not in domination, but in embracing the prospect of harmony between humans and the majestic giants of the night. In a reimagined world, the clash between giant insects and humans presents a formidable challenge. While humans rely on technology and strategy, the sheer size and biological advantages of these colossal creatures could tip the scales in favor of the insects, igniting a fierce battle for survival and dominance. As the war escalates, tactics and technology become crucial for human survival. However, the remarkable adaptability of these insects, coupled with their brute strength and numbers, poses an unprecedented threat that challenges humanity's resolve and ingenuity in the face of overwhelming odds. In this dire situation, humans scramble to innovate and create new weapons and defenses, desperately trying to understand the patterns and weaknesses of their colossal adversaries, while the insects' instinctual coordination and ferocity become increasingly apparent on the battlefield. As tensions rise and morale wavers, the human spirit is tested in the face of nature's fury. Unyielding camaraderie and strategic ingenuity become vital as they confront the growing realization that this war may ultimately redefine the very fabric of civilization. In the heat of battle, humans unleash their technological prowess as they innovate under pressure, leveraging every resource to devise strategies that can outmaneuver the relentless advance of giant insects, pushing the limits of their courage and intellect. As the battle intensifies and the stakes become increasingly dire, human ingenuity and technological advancements are put to the ultimate test, proving that adaptability and innovation might be the key to reclaiming their world from the grasp of these monstrous invaders. In this shattered world, the remnants of humanity wage a desperate fight, facing overwhelming numbers and ferocity of the insects. Every decision becomes critical, highlighting the resilience and determination of the human spirit as they strive to reclaim their future. If you reimagine a world where giant spiders lived among us today, humans would have to adapt quickly to cohabitate with these colossal creatures, leading to a complex relationship that could oscillate between fascination and fear as we navigated the challenges of survival in an environment dominated by such formidable arachnids. In this new reality, humans might initially attempt peaceful coexistence, engaging in scientific studies to understand the spider's ecological roles. But as tensions rise and interactions become more dangerous, society could find itself on the brink of war, with factions forming either to protect or eradicate these giant beings. As the presence of these gigantic spiders disrupts daily life, debates would ignite about their rights and our responsibilities, drawing clear lines between those advocating for coexistence and those who see them solely as threats, ultimately challenging humanity's moral compass in the face of potential disaster. In the midst of rising tensions, a new cultural phenomenon would emerge as communities begin to embrace the giant spiders, creating art and fashion inspired by them, while simultaneously, diplomatic efforts might arise in attempts to reach a peaceful resolution, reflecting humanity's enduring hope for cooperation even in the face of adversity. As both sides grapple with their differences, a festival emerges celebrating the coexistence of humans and spiders, showcasing how fear can transform into acceptance, even as rogue factions provoke violence, illustrating the dichotomy of war and peace in this extraordinary new world. In a striking display of solidarity, humans and giant spiders join forces to advocate for peace, challenging the narrative of war. Yet as tensions continue to rise, clashes erupt in desperate fights for survival, encapsulating the fragile balance between coexistence and conflict. If you reimagine a world where giant ants lived among us today, it raises questions about human survival and the adjustments necessary to coexist with these colossal creatures, leading us to ponder the impact on our cities, ecosystems, and daily routines as we navigate this unprecedented relationship. In this imagined scenario, we might see innovative solutions arise as humans adapt to the presence of these giant ants, creating new systems for transportation and agriculture, which could transform our understanding of community and cooperation in a shared environment. As we explore deeper into this reimagined world, it becomes clear that humans would likely learn to harness the abilities of giant ants, leading to advancements in biology, urban planning, and sustainability, ultimately forging an unprecedented alliance that benefits both species. In this innovative society, humans would not only rely on the physical capabilities of giant ants for labor in agriculture and disaster response, but also develop a deeper understanding of their social structures and communication, paving the way for mutual respect and collaboration. As communities embrace this unique relationship, annual festivals would emerge to celebrate the harmony between humans and giant ants, fostering awareness of environmental conservation, while showcasing the vital roles these remarkable insects play in maintaining biodiversity. In this imaginative world, art and science would merge as creators and researchers explore the shared lives of humans and giant ants, inspiring new works that celebrate their coexistence and ultimately leading to groundbreaking discoveries that could benefit society as a whole. Through initiatives like urban gardening and innovative educational programs, society would foster a new generation that appreciates both the ecological significance of giant ants and the lessons they teach us about teamwork and environmental stewardship. In a reimagined world, if birds were to grow 10 times their size overnight, the impact on humanity would be profound and far-reaching, forcing us to adapt to a new reality where our familiar avian companions became perilous predators, leading to a struggle for survival that would involve innovation in architecture, advanced protective measures, and potentially even new social dynamics as humans learn to coexist with these titanic creatures. As society grapples with the sudden presence of these colossal birds, panic would initially ensue, leading to mass evacuations in urban areas. But gradually, innovative thinkers would emerge, devising clever strategies and tools to ensure safety and find ways to coexist, thus transforming fear into a new chapter of human adaptation. In this new reality, communities would unite to share knowledge and experiences, forging bonds over the common challenge posed by these oversized avians, turning fear into awareness, and ultimately cultivating innovative solutions to foster coexistence and safety amidst the awe-inspiring yet intimidating presence of the avian giants. As time passes, society would not only learn to adapt but also celebrate the majestic beauty of these gigantic birds, leading to a cultural renaissance where art, literature, and technology reflect the new relationship between humans and their feathered giants, proving that even in the face of adversity, humanity can find ways to thrive and appreciate the wonders of the natural world. In a bid to ensure long-term coexistence, researchers would embark on extensive studies of the new avian behaviors, fostering partnerships with environmentalists and tech developers to create innovative solutions, while communities would host festivals celebrating the unique bond formed with these magnificent birds, transforming fear into fascination and respect for the natural world. In a reimagined world, if crabs suddenly grew to 1,000 times their size overnight, cities would be plunged into panic as these colossal creatures wreak havoc, forcing humans to adapt quickly to survive, with governments scrambling to form strategies and defenses against this unexpected threat. While fierce battles unfold between humanity and these monstrous crabs, raising the question of who would ultimately triumph in this unprecedented war. As the immediate threat escalates, scientists race against time to understand the crab's newfound capabilities and weaknesses, hoping to find a way to turn the tide, while communities unite in an effort to build barriers and devise tactics to protect themselves from these gigantic invaders, demonstrating the strength of human spirit even when faced with such overwhelming adversity. With humanity pushed to the brink, a new breed of heroes emerges as engineers develop advanced weaponry and protective suits to combat the monstrous crabs, creating a fierce alliance of civilians and military forces who rally together for one last stand, culminating in an epic showdown where strategy, courage, and innovation become the key factors in determining whether humanity can reclaim their world or succumb to the relentless tide of gigantic crustaceans. As the climactic battle unfolds, the hero in the mech suit channels all their strength into a powerful attack, turning the tide against the titanic crabs, leading to a moment of triumph where the once terrifying invaders are finally brought to their knees, marking a significant victory for humanity and igniting hope for a future where they can rebuild and coexist, proving that even in the face of unimaginable odds, unity and resilience can prevail. In the aftermath of the epic confrontation, the once devastated landscape slowly transforms as humanity embraces a new chapter of coexistence, finding a way to live harmoniously with the smaller remnants of the giant crabs, while communities come together to celebrate their survival, fostering a spirit of resilience and cooperation that paves the way for a brighter future where lessons learned from adversity help build a stronger, united world. If you reimagined a world where humans share the earth with giant bear monsters, who would win in a war and why? In this scenario, the sheer physical might of the bear monsters poses a significant threat to humanity, but the ingenuity and technological advancements of humans could level the playing field. As the conflict escalates, the contrasting tactics employed by humans and the brute force of the bear monsters create a thrilling narrative of survival and strategy. The outcome of this epic struggle hinges not only on strength, but also on the unyielding spirit of humanity which strives to adapt and innovate in the face of adversity. Ultimately, as the dust settles and the echoes of battle fade away, the question remains, can humans coexist peacefully with these magnificent yet formidable beings, or will the war for survival continue? In a world where conflict has ravaged both sides, the potential for unity emerges, highlighting the importance of understanding and collaboration in forging a new path forward. As these unlikely allies navigate their shared existence, they redefine what it means to coexist, transforming a once adversarial relationship into one grounded in friendship and understanding. This reimagined world not only demonstrates the resilience of both humans and bears, but also embodies the transformative power of empathy and shared goals in overcoming past conflicts. Through education and shared experiences, a new generation grows up understanding the value of harmony, ensuring that the lessons learned from past conflicts guide them toward a more peaceful future. This festival signifies not only a celebration of unity, but also a testament to how love and understanding can flourish in a world where once there was fear and conflict. In this harmonious world, creativity and sustainability thrive side by side, reflecting a commitment to preserving the beauty of nature while fostering a lasting partnership between species. Together they cultivate not just the land, but a profound sense of responsibility and stewardship for the planet, showcasing that unity can lead to a brighter and more sustainable tomorrow. If you reimagined a world where humans share the earth with giant bees, one might ponder who would triumph in a conflict, given the bees' incredible strength and ability to swarm versus humans' strategic thinking and technological advancements. The giant bees, with their extraordinary size and natural defenses, would certainly pose a formidable threat, utilizing their agility and numbers to overpower individual humans, while the humans would rely on their intelligence and collaborative efforts to devise tactics that could counteract the bees' advantages. As the conflict escalates, humans would likely invest heavily in research and technology, attempting to decode the mysterious behaviors of the giant bees to devise potential countermeasures while simultaneously grappling with the moral implications of waging war against such fascinating creatures. Ultimately, the question of who would win in a war might shift towards the possibility of a truce, as both humans and giant bees recognize that cooperation could lead to a more sustainable future, where they share the earth not as enemies, but as allies. In this reimagined world, the potential for collaboration over conflict becomes a powerful narrative as humans begin to educate themselves about the vital contributions of giant bees to agriculture and pollination, fostering a sense of stewardship and appreciation for their winged counterparts. Through this collaborative spirit, both species not only survive but thrive as they organize festivals to honor their bond, celebrating the beauty of their shared existence, and ultimately transforming their world into a vibrant tapestry of life. In the end, this shared journey of discovery and respect leads to groundbreaking advancements that not only improve the quality of life for both species, but also create a legacy of environmental stewardship, underscoring the profound impact of unity in the face of adversity.